The region separating China from Europe and Western Asia is one of the most inhospitable environments on the planet. Known by the locals as the Land of Death, the Taklamakan Desert stretches out into the distance, separating two civilizations that have developed at opposite ends of the continent. But globalization and modern transport technology is seeing trade between East and West grow at a rapid pace. The WTO says trade between China and the EU nearly doubled between 1999 and 2004. With that growth likely to continue, trade routes like this need to be able to handle the extra pressure.
The EU and other bodies are promoting and actually actively working to build links, road links with Asia through Kazakhstan, through Russia and on to Central Europe.
These modern-day trade links will roughly follow the path of the historic Silk Road, made famous by Marco Polo more than 700 years ago. The plans are to build 8 rail routes and 10 road routes, stretching west from the eastern ports of China and Shanghai to form a network across Europe.
One would be northern corridors going from Moscow to the Pacific, the Traseka corridor, which is largely the Silk Road, then a north-south corridor from Moscow down to the Caspian Sea, and then a southern corridor going from Turkey towards Iran and then China.
Marco Polo's journey to Asia and back again took 24 years, and he returned to introduce noodles to his home country of Italy. The plans for the new Silk Road, however, should shave weeks off the transport time of goods moving across the continent, noodles or otherwise.
Oh yes, the president of China, when he was in Latvia on a state visit, actually drew that map on a napkin as we were having our official state dinner. This is a very clear goal of the Chinese. They have already built rail connections with Kazakhstan, and the hope is that we can have a good connection through Russia, through Belarus, and get all these countries on board and to understand that we all have to stand to profit from it.
But one of the biggest problems facing the politicians is finding the money required to complete this mammoth project, which many believe is hugely underfunded.
We do not have funds, not even for the development of feasibility studies, but we are paving the way for international financial institutions to come and co-finance projects with the country concerned.
But there are also practical and cultural speed bumps to overcome.
These roads must go through difficult areas with low technology and bad regulation. So we have to avoid this fragmentation and create some systems based on trust and help the TIR system find its place.
The TIR system, or TIR, goes back some 45 years and is managed by the Geneva-based IRU. It's an internationally recognised transport convention that could increase security and smooth the passage of goods through these very diverse countries.
What is needed to develop these corridors is to promote cooperation among the countries concerned. These countries, especially Central Asian countries, have recently become independent countries, and they tend to take independency as autonomy, isolation from the neighbors. We are trying to break that. We are trying to make them talk to each other, and I think we are succeeding. In only 2 meetings we achieved tremendous progress.
So despite these hurdles, all parties are fully aware of the potential benefits of reviving the Silk Road. 18 countries, including China, are currently signed up to the UNEC's Euro-Asian Network Development Programme. And whilst there is still a long road yet to be travelled, this historic route looks set to make a remarkable comeback.